online lecture, whatever we want to call it. This one's going to be on the sense of taste. So I'm going to go through the same 8 things, but for taste we're going to stop after the gustatory experience, no theory or impairment. The other senses are taste or gustatory, smell or olfactory, and the body senses, or somesthetic. Let's do taste. Taste and smell are related. Sense of taste is really a combination of taste and smell. Both of them are among our more primitive senses, related to kind of unconscious survival. They're connected to our involuntary nervous system, vomiting, nausea, salivation, digestive system, gastric juices. And they're connected to emotions. We have smell and taste can evoke emotional learning. Smells and taste you associate with, like, grandma and the smell of her kitchen and happy memories, or unpleasant, ugh, that's disgusting. And they're meant to, emotions guide us to survival actions. We talked early on in the course about fear and how that helps you to kind of quick action and unthinking, quick response, and taste and smell are the inputs for that. Taste. Without smell, we only have 5 types of taste sensors in the mouth. The stimulus is, of course, the food molecules that we put in our mouth, their chemical energy. The receptor are our taste buds. Sensitivity to all of that is to taste is based on the number of taste buds we have. The average person has somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 taste buds. Some people are super tasters. They have more than twice that. There's a link to an article about people who taste too much, and they reference Rachel Antonucci in there. She is apparently a super taster, but it's a different Rachel Antonucci. So structurally, you go to the tongue, although we have taste buds throughout our mouth. And on the tongue are papillae, which are the bumps on your tongue. And in that, deep down here, are taste buds. And taste buds line the walls of the papillae and are found all over the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the cheeks, even under the tongue. So detection and transduction. The little bumps, papillae, taste buds line the walls. Each taste bud has about 20 receptor sites for molecules. These receptor sites bind with molecules of food, sorry, that's a typo there, such as sugars like glucose and sucrose dissolved in saliva. That binding of the molecule is similar to what we saw in the second unit when the neurotransmitter bind to receptor sites on the synapse. When the molecules of foods people eat fit into the receptors, the signal is fired into the brain, which then interprets the taste sensation. So that is detection and transduction. The pathway is pretty simple. I'm not going to spend as much time on it. You've got various cranial nerves. Cranial nerves are nerves in the skull or in the head, not from the spinal cord. And it goes from the tongue to the hindbrain, the medulla, just a more primitive structure, medulla oblongata, and then up to the thalamus, and then to the gustatory cortex, which is kind of inside the temporal lobe. And you should note, I incorrectly said when we were talking about sensory substitution and Eric Wehenmeyer that you would think that the stuff from his tongue goes to somatosensory, and that's actually partially true. The touch and pressure sensations go from the body, including the tongue, up to somatosensory. But if he was tasting that stuff, it would go to gustatory. Um, what's the gustatory experience like? Taste buds are replaced every 10 to 14 days, and it's pretty straightforward. We have 5 types of taste buds: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and the one that was more recently added, umami or savory. Sweet and salty are tastes that we evolutionarily have adapted to look for and like, because those represent foods that are generally rich in nutrients. And umami is a satisfying taste, that savory taste, because it usually represents something that's rich in protein. And of course, the gustatory experience needs to be combined with the sense of smell for us to really taste foods. When our nose is blocked up, we don't taste things as well. And I believe that is it. That's the end of the show. So that was nice and quick, 6 minutes. We'll end it there. Click on the next one.